again. This is another review of Transformer. This one is Titans Returns Deluxe Class Twinferno with Daburu. Uh, an update of G1's Double Cross. I never had Double Cross, although I did have a friend who had one back in the day, and I always thought he was pretty cool. This one is, well, a two-headed dragon. It's gray and red, and oh, it's pretty neat looking actually. Articulation in this motor, you got a ball joint here at the shoulder. Right there, no elbow, so it's just fused. And his heads can move up and down, the jaws can open, head can point down, swivel, all that stuff. Legs can move forward and back. You got a knee, and this foot can curl right there at the front. Overall, yeah, like I said, it looks really good. Oh, the wings can flap. Almost forgot about that. And they're kind of transparent, see? The overall looks really nice and everything. I do like this. You know, it's still two-headed dragon. It's kind of cool. He also his guns can store on the back here, and right here in his belly is Daburu. Hello, or any Titan Master you want to put in there. Unfortunately, I have to say something about mine. Unfortunately, mine broke. You see here, Daburu. If it focuses, probably won't focus. Well, Daburu here. The biggest problem with the new line Waves of Titans Return is simply, well, paint. Paint is the problem here. Not a whole lot of it, in fact. So because of the sheer white, you can't tell that it's a, well, lion, like a tiger or lion face with an eye patch. But anyway, I was talking about, mine broke, and see those little black things? Those are not supposed to be there. He's supposed to have little holes. Problem was, these guns, there's pegs on here, which, unfortunately, this thing is messing up the focus. Unfortunately, the pegs snapped off the first time I ever tried to put it on. So, while theoretically, he can sit in there, well, if he's on the back, well, there he goes, right out. And no other Titan Masters can sit in here either, unfortunately. And he can't peg it to anything now because those are stuck in there. And it kind of sucks. And it kind of colors my opinion of the figure a bit. So, in my opinion, he's kind of the weakest of the, second weakest of the third wave. Because, well, I think the weakest is Breakaway just because he's a repaint. And I don't even have him. But the ones I own, he's the weakest. Because of that. But anyway, transformation is actually pretty simple. You fold these feet up. And fold the legs in. And on back here, you untab the tail in the back. And here, right here, going back to alt mode here, these tabs are a little frustrating sometimes. Even now, they're a little frustrating coming out. But yeah, they kind of don't always like to tab in a way that's easy. So just watch out for that. But anyway, you untab them there and fold them down, and then fold the legs down and make sure those are out of the way too. Fold the legs down and spin around. You fold these up and then spin these around the hips, and now they become the feet. Fold these down to the sides. And you got his legs done. Up here, I want to get these wings out of the way, and then take this whole assembly and untab it from the top. These tabs and slots. Untab it from the top and bring it all the way down. And when you do that, it's double hinge here, so make sure you've got it folded correctly when you're tabbing back into alt mode. Move these forward. Yeah, move these legs forward, and then move it back, and this will click into place real good. You'll know when it's in place. And then I like to put these, make sure they're kind of behind the wings a little bit. They're nice and snug up there, and then there you go. Twist the arms around. Stand them up. And finally, of course, like every Titan Master, just fold it up. And then plug it in. And there you go. And again, in robot mode, he looks great. Again, more red in this mode than in the other mode. The nice blue visor kind of helps pop from the white head, although there's no real other paint to speak of on it. Mine does have a small paint imperfection right there. Again, not the greatest camera, sorry. But yeah, unfortunately, the paint scuffed right here is like the out of the box. It's rather unfortunate, but there's not much you can do when you order online. But articulation wise, well, then again, wings can flap, and like every Titan Master, ball jointed head, so lots of range there. Shoulders move forward and back right here. Another hinge for outward motion. His elbows, well, it's got grill on, but you can just kind of move them forward like that and move forward. And there's a joint here again from the head. No waist probably because of the hinge probably because of this thing for the Titan Master. This gets out of the way for hips, which go forward, back, and outward. Thigh swivels, very tight thigh swivels. Knees, very good knees because of the transformation. He's got really deep knees. And this can swivel forward side like this, but no real usefulness articulation-wise, but they are angled out for a nice A stance. Wow. Anyway, these two guns, they can split apart. There's still tabs right here. They can notch into his shoulders like this. Or, even though he doesn't have real hands, these little pinholes can be used for his holding his gun. If it actually goes in and not flies out like that. Yeah, I noticed on mine, these are really tight. I don't like to use them because of that. These pinholes are really tight on mine. So the guns don't like to go in easily. But anyway, it's a Twinferno here is actually a really good update of Double Cross, even with it broken. I mean, it's kind of a minor thing at least, but still, it's kind of frustrating. It's the first time I've ever had a Titan's Return figure break on me. At least, again, it's just at least it's a minor break. But other than that, it's actually really nice, and I don't regret picking them up.